in Nairobi, Kenya. Just telling you some of my initial thoughts. Let me try to get where maybe some better lighting. Yeah, maybe this is better on this side. I just want to share some of my experiences. It's the summer. I'm in Nairobi. I want to give it a try. Earlier, I was in Phuket, and definitely was interested in finding something different for the summer. First thing I could say is I really like the weather. I'm originally from California, so it kind of has that Bay Area feel, like Oakland, San Francisco, Richmond. That's kind of what the weather is like, where it's like, not too hot, not too cold, kind of like in Fahrenheit, we're talking like, 60 degrees, high 60s, maybe creeping up to like the 70s. So that brings back a lot of memories. So that's really good. Um, the area, um, just walking around and stuff like that seems pretty safe. Um, Very social place. That's one thing that I'm noticing. It really has like, that when a lot of particularly African Americans say that they come back to Africa, it has like that familiar feel. This really has that. I mean, I felt like that in Ghana when I went there years ago. Same thing here. It's like a real familiar feeling. It brings like a lot of memories, like being at your grandmother's house. So that's something that I do kind of echo that sentiment that a lot of people would say. Um, so, a couple things I'm working on here. I'm working on just teaching my son how to cut hair, and so we're working with the barber shop. That's something that I wanted him to know how to do that skill. Same thing with I'm also doing the same thing, just tightening up my skills. I know how to cut hair, at a decent level, but I wanted to polish up and learn a couple new things. So that's something that I'm working on. Then also my son's doing some basketball training at one of the academies. He had a game yesterday, and it was a nice event. Really get a chance for him to socialize and be with kids in this area. So that's a really good experience. Just seeing him be able to interact and watching the hoops out here. That's something that I do. I coach basketball, and it's fun. I got a chance to see the basketball scene in Thailand. I was able to see it in last December in Uganda. I was able to, and just being able to see the basketball scene out here is pretty cool. So that's something that's going on. Just doing like a little check-in. Um, yeah, if you look behind me, this is just a building that I'm staying in here in Nairobi. So yeah, so far I'm having a blast. I got a chance to try a little bit of the food, like I think it's like a rice palau, pretty good. There's one called bajaja, something like that. It's basically like fried potatoes and like flour and real good. I mean, it was like, man. Yeah, so the food I've seen pretty here has been pretty good. So yeah, it's real nice being out here. Uh, I was the for the summer. I spent the past 4 summers, and this is just a little bit of travel inside. Okay, um, I spent the past 4 summers in Thailand, in Phuket, and so I previously talked about that being like, an ideal place, just because of like the beauty and the beaches and just the ease in terms of like tourism and so forth. But one thing I notice is just the local people don't really want anything to do with you in Thailand. And this is not just like a black thing. I don't really see them with any other type of foreigner, whether it's European or black or Hispanic, any of that. So this is, I really felt like going. Here's the ironic thing. I went there for 4 years, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't have nobody's number. I had like no local friends, and I really started to feel like me, like if I invested that time, like somewhere in Africa or another place, I really felt like 4 years later, it'd be kind of like a home away from home. So just the comparison, I felt that, um, I felt that personally. Um, I felt like here I could establish that where you get a network of friends and you kind of start building. But there, I learned my way around. I rent motorbikes and can find my way, rarely having to use a GPS. So that's nice. Sometimes when you travel a lot, you just don't want the stress of like finding a new place and basically starting over all the time. So it's nice not to have to do that. But looking up at it, I'm like, man, I've been here 4 years and have nobody's number, nobody, no contact. I just know places. So that's something that I hope to establish here and really, get a chance to build and not just know the area, really, interact better with the local community and things like that. So yeah, here I am, and I'll be, kind of doing some footage and of 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 Nairobi and travels and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm just kind of checking in.